All right, welcome back, WDRB Media, the voice of the community. You're listening to Lab Certified. I'm your host, Andre Speech. Segment 3 with Miss Jacque White, co-pastor of Have Life Church. We've been talking about this collaboration between Have Life and LabU, and you know, I kind of have ideas of where this can go. I'm sure you do as well. I think I really want to open this up. Currently, we just really have student athletes as part of our enrollment. I feel like this can open up and be something more of a true school where we have students that aren't wearing the jersey and playing, and just have a true student body that can experience all of these things. And maybe their elective is learning some of these things that we have to offer. And, and maybe they can offer those things to the team. So now they're having our social media follows the team. So a student that not necessarily participates on the team, but is part of our athletic department because they're providing a service that we need.
100%. I believe that those students that would come and partner that are not necessarily the athletes, some people are great with capturing moments. And we're literally live. When you're on the court, it's live. But some people are just gifted in capturing what's happening live so that we can all experience it live and later.
Indeed.
And I think that one of the things that us doing by branching out and growing this is really targeting that community. We have the student athlete because you're an amazing athlete in your own right. You have the reach, you have the grind for that. But then for us partnering together, how can we go beyond the court to find those gifted students that might not necessarily like the regular classroom setting, and they want to get their work done because the way that this has set up, they get their work done in 4 hours or less, which is amazing. But then we push them into their passion for the rest of the time that they're here. So what is it that makes you exciting? And from a multimedia perspective, there are a lot of young people. They do it way better than us, and they can capture it faster, quicker, and they're in the moment. So one of the things that I see us growing into is really targeting that population that might not necessarily be the athlete, but they're still an intricate part of the team because they can do what we can't do. And I think that targeting those students, 7th through 12th grade, of course, we want to also branch it a little bit further. You have young ones. I have a granddaughter, and so having that avenue for a K through 12 component is something that we've also talked about, where we can truly branch out. And there are now studies that are showing, there's a beautiful school that just moved here, and I'd already done some research, and I'm like, why can't we do that? Where we're really targeting their learning online, because this is the age, this is their life. They're growing up with technology, but creating that here in a learning environment, but then pushing them towards purpose at a young age. I mean, you got kids on YouTube and TikTok that are making millions of dollars now, and they 5 and 6 years old. How in the world? Because they're locked in to their passion. And so creating that here, right here at Lab University Christian Academy and Have Life Church, I think that we have an awesome reach to do that and push it into a direction where we can grow.
And expanding to the younger group, K through, that would be K through 6, since we're currently 7 through 12. I have a 4-year-old son. What's up, King? I hope you are being good right now. That always has the phone in his hand when he's not training and running around acting crazy. He always has the phone. He knows how to get into the phone. Lock code means nothing anymore. He knows how to go from app to app to app. He'll play the game. He'll watch a YouTube video. He'll play another game. He'll take a picture. So he understands technology at 4 years old. And imagine harnessing that intrigue with electronics and technology at 4, and imagine where you can take that to 10 years old, to 12 years old, to 18-year-old. He can grow and learn, and that's something experience-wise that he can move on. He knows how to operate electronics, and it only is going to get more complex and complicated, but he'll understand it. And now he can move on to a field in that if that's what he chose to do.
Absolutely. And I think that pushes us into something that you hear a buzzword in education a lot, the STEM or the STEAM option for students, where it's really hands-on and it's targeted towards technology. And I think here we have that opportunity to grow it, and even into different locations. We would love to branch it and make it
we
bigger.
Can take this global. Take this global. Currently, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's great. But we could take this around the country.
I love it.
Bring students from around the world. Like everybody would benefit from what we offer.
100%, because that's how the world works.
Correct. Well, it's been great having you in studio once again, Miss Jacque White, co-pastor of Have Life Church. Be sure to tune in to Lab Certified every Wednesday, 7 p.m. You can listen live at wdrbmedia.com. If you want to be a guest on Lab Certified, hit me on the email labcertifiedradio@gmail.com. You've been listening to Lab Certified. I'm your host, Andre Speech. Until next week, continue to be blessed. We out.